97.9 The Box, it's Young Jazz from the Mad Hatter Morning Show, along with J Mac and the one and only on her sold out tour, her first headlining tour, breaking records on Urban and UAC Radio. It's Ella May, aka Ella Bay. Y'all give a round of applause for Ella May.
Hello.
What's going on? How was the first show last night?
It was amazing. We kicked off in Dallas, so I was excited to start in Texas, and everyone just came and was ready to sing their hearts out, so it was really good. I had a lot of fun.
And it was your first time doing your song Trip, right?
Yes, which was insane because it's been out for yesterday it would have been out for 3 days and everyone knew every word, and I was like, how is this possible? So yeah.
You have over 1 million streams already on Spotify. Yeah. We're just listening to it. So let's play a quick game called Trippin with Ella May. It's like our icebreaker game. Okay, so you have to tell us which one makes you trip more. Being hungry or being sleepy?
Ooh, being hungry.
Okay. Bad breath or bad BO?
Bad BO.
Running out of time or running out of phone battery?
Running out of time in what sense?
Whatever.
Come on, Jazz. Come on, Jazz.
Running out of time, like, okay, on stage.
Oh, running out of phone battery. Then.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
Running out of drinks or running out of weed?
I don't smoke or really drink. So.
Okay.
Oh, she's trying to tell us too much about herself.
Running out of water.
Running out of water. Okay. And J-Mac, do you have any?
No, I'm waiting on you. This is your game.
Okay, so let's talk about the song Trip. You said you wanted to drop it before you started the tour. Mm-hmm. Why is that?
I just thought it was important to put out new music before we started the tour. Obviously, the tour is called Boot Up the Tour, so it's based around my single Boot Up. But I haven't dropped new music in almost a year. Naked, I put out in November. Mm-hmm. So I was like, it's important to release something new and get people re-excited almost that the tour is starting, and whatever city they're coming in to see the show, they'll have a new song as well as the old ones, because some of the stuff is quite old. Like from my first EP and stuff. So I wanted to give everyone something new. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are
you going to be dropping any more new songs along the tour?
Along the tour, no, but my album's coming soon. So.
Do you have a date yet?
I do, but I can't tell you.
Oh. Okay, is the song with Chris Brown going to be on your album?
Oh, wouldn't you guys love to know?
Give it to us. Break it right here and let us know.
It may be.
Oh, it will be. Look at the eyes. She's like, yeah,
it may be.
It's gonna be.
I don't know.
But I can't tell y'all right now.
I'm not too sure. I have to figure it out.
What was it like working with Chris Brown? Because I remember when you, like, one of your first Instagram videos, you were doing a Chris Brown cover, and then he was singing Boot Up on his Instagram, and now y'all have a song together. So what has that been like?
It's been amazing. I'm like such a huge Chris Brown fan ever since I was in my teens. So to be able to be in the studio with him and just see how he works and know that he's a fan of my music, it was almost like I was saying to him, like, it's really weird that you're telling me you're a fan of my music, because I'm supposed to be the one basically telling you that I'm the fan. So it's been really cool. I was actually on his Christmas, the extended Christmas album of his. I was on there. So we already have one song out for everyone that's asking, because everything I do, everyone's like, put Chris Brown on it, put Chris Brown on it, put Chris Brown on it.
They wanted
like, we already have something out. But yeah, no, it was amazing, and he's still like one of my favorites. So.
Mm-hmm.
So now that it's your own tour, how is it going to be different from you being on other people's tour? You know, this is you. If it fails, it's you. If it is a success, it's you. So how will it be different?
Well, there's no failing around here.
Okay.
That's not how we work.
It's not an option.
But I think just because, one, I have a longer set time, so I have more of a time to, like, do showcase more of my songs that are a bit different. When you're on tour with someone else, you have a shorter set time, so you have to kind of cram in and figure out what songs you should do. Whereas now I have more variation, I guess you can say. But yeah, I mean, just I always tell people, come ready to sing your hearts out,
right?
And just like catch a vibe and be in your feelings. So yeah.
And how has things changed for you? And you know what? Is your mom still teaching? Because your mom is a teacher, right? Mm-hmm. So has it been hard for her at the school? Kids been running up, hey, can we get tickets to the LMA show?
It's funny because some people don't know that she's kept it so quiet that,
really?
That I look like her, like a lot, but my complexion is different. So I think people don't put two and two together. So some people know, like her older students know, because she knows that they'll be like okay with it. But like her younger students, she doesn't tell. Just because I guess she doesn't want to be like, she doesn't want people coming up to her like, oh, can I get tickets? Blah, blah, blah. So she's still teaching. But I know she just finished her master's also. So she definitely wants to venture out of teaching, but she's still trying to keep everything under wraps because she's still trying to take it in herself. I feel
that's very interesting to me that with your mother being a teacher, she didn't say like, hey, you might not want to do music so hard. You might want to do something on the educational side or go to college or something like that. So how was she dealing with you? On one hand, really into your music? Was she like, hey, come on, you can do the music, but you definitely have to do school? Or she was like, you know what? Let's do this art. And whichever one takes you to the next level, takes you to the next level.
My mum was never like that. It was more so my grandma, actually. My grandma's quite traditional. So she was worried that I should like stick to the education route. So even though my mum's a teacher, she's always been like, go for it, go follow your dream.
Right.
She's always been like my biggest fan, number one believer. So she never gave me like when I said I'm moving to LA or when I said, I'm gonna take music seriously, she never like doubted me or anything. I went to school for music.
Right.
So I was doing the education and music in one almost. But once I was about to get signed, I dropped out and she never
question you.
Yeah, no, she believed in me. So I'm lucky in that aspect because not everyone has that type of support system. So.
Okay.
So, Element, you have a lot of male fans. I don't know if you know that you
Lord.
have a
I'm
ton
in the mood.
of male fans.
I want to hear the questions.
So I got the
Jazz.
questions from the guys. What kind of guys are you into?
I love all my male fans, but I'm here to talk about the music. Not guys.
Shut her down. Shut her down.
Sorry, guys.
There's like, I've seen comments where people are like, you have one type of guy in your music videos, so that must be the type of guy that you like. And I'm like, listen.
Wait, what?
You can.
What type?
A lot of
One
people
type
say,
of guy.
Yeah, a lot of people say in my videos, I have like one type of guy. Like there's a certain look. And people are like, that must be the type of guy that she likes. So I'm gonna leave it down to interpretation. You can figure it out yourself.
Okay. Speaking of the music, do you play any instruments? This is my first time really getting to sit with you. So do you play instruments and stuff like that?
I can play the piano very basically. I can't sit down and do an Alicia Keys. One day I hope I will because I want to take it seriously again. But that's it. I can't play anything else.
People you want to work with that you haven't worked with, like I got to work with that person.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill, she's my favorite. I'd love to work with her. Stevie Wonder, I actually spoke to Stevie Wonder on the phone.
Oh, really?
What did he say?
Yeah, he said he wanted to work with me, which was mind-blowing. Honestly, it was absolutely mind-blowing. Like I couldn't believe that I was on the phone with Stevie Wonder. So he'd be another person, and Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay, dope. When you're writing the music, what is the process? Do you just go to the studio, you hear the beat, or how do you come up with these songs?
For the most part, I go off of like the beat, like how the beat makes me feel, and the concept will just come out of however it makes me feel. I'm not really someone that I can take inspiration from anywhere, but I don't like write down concepts and then come into the studio and be like, right, I'm gonna do this one today. I kind of just listen to the beat a couple times over and over and see whatever comes to my head, and I'll go with that.
How long did it take you to write Boot Up?
It wasn't that long actually. To be honest, I didn't know that Boot Up was gonna be Boot Up. I don't think any of us did.
Really?
Yeah, none of us we love the song,
right?
But when we were just as surprised as everyone else that it took off the way it did.
What?
So yeah, but it didn't take that long. I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember now because the song's quite old.
Yeah.
It came out over a year and a half ago.
2016?
17, yeah.
Still got the same friends? How has everything else changed as far as friends? Have you had relatives ask you for money since you're on your own tour now? People either you lose or gain, or you'll have people like that. Like, where were you when I was struggling? Now you're here, or can I borrow some money? Or?
No, I haven't had any relatives ask me for money. And I still have the same friends that I had before. I'm very much still the same person. So
that's beautiful.
The same for me.
That is beautiful. Yeah, it's real beautiful.
Do you get a lot of off time to hang out with your friends? I mean, not during the tour, but when you're just working on music and stuff?
Depending on where I am. I live in LA now, so I'm still I haven't been there for that long. Mm-hmm. But if I go home, I make sure, even if I'm doing something at home, I have a couple extra days where I can see my family and see my friends. Or same in New York, because I used to live in New York, so I have a lot of friends there too. So I try and make time where I can, yeah. But sometimes you don't always get that much time. I
saw your picture on Instagram with her too. Are y'all working on something?
We may be.
Oh, you guys Jesus all day.
Listen, I'm such a huge fan of her. I think she's incredible, honestly. And I'm glad that there's so many of us bringing R&B back.
Y'all are.
So yeah, she's amazing. But yeah, we might be, maybe.
So when you're in the studio with Mustard, do he like, hey, do this, do that, or he just lets you do whatever you want to do in the studio?
He gives me a lot of creative control. So he'll let me do what I want to do, and he'll come and listen to it and maybe say like, oh, maybe you should change this or maybe you should change that. But a lot of the time, he kind of just lets me do what I want. He'll depending on whether he's in the room or not, he'll give little tips here and there. But he's very like laid back.
So who is that person in your life that will be like, if you write this line right here, I don't like that line, or that line is whack, or maybe you could change it, or everything you wrote is what you went with, is how you felt, and you didn't listen to any criticism.
No,
I
think I'm that person.
Oh, you're hard on yourself.
Yeah, I'm like a perfectionist. So,
really?
Yeah. So I know that like if I write something, I'm like, no, we can beat it.
Oh,
I go
so
through
you
that
can be
all
in
the
the
time.
studio for 5 hours.
8. Like,
God,
a full-blown shift. Yeah, it's studio is not like
bring snacks. I'm in the studio with Ella Bay.
No, yeah, it's definitely not like a hour or 2 hours. Sometimes it takes days. Sometimes it's not even hours. But it's not, to me, it's not about the time. Like, it's about the quality of the music. So.
Okay.
And is that your only tattoo? I was just peeping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, these.
Does it have any meaning or anything like that?
Well, the lion does. I love lions. And when I was growing up, my friend's dad used to call me Simba. So it just stuck with me. Roses are my favorite flower. And she's just a drawing that I've loved for ages. So I just decided to tattoo her.
That's dope.
On me. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Dope. Well, we're excited to see you perform tonight.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited too. I'm very excited.
And how long?
Sold out show.
Yes.
How long did you prepare for this tour? Like, how long were rehearsals? Were they very long?
As in the amount of time in the day, or how many days?
Did y'all like 8 hours a day for 20 days or something like that?
Let me think. It was definitely long days. But it wasn't 20 days. But we've known about the tour for a while. And I'm playing with the same band that I've been playing with for the whole year. So we pretty much have everything down packed. But we still rehearsed for a good week straight before we started. Yeah.
Well,
what are your favorite 3 low-key things to do in the UK? Like if I go visit. Not like big band and stuff like that.
No, that stuff is boring.
not the touristy stuff, like the low-key lit stuff.
You should go to Brick Lane. It's super like it's cool. Like there's a lot of like street art and stuff like that. Should go to Shoreditch, which is like a new trendy area that's like up and coming. It's got a lot of nice food places. And you should go to, I'm trying to think of somewhere else that's cool for you to go to. Depends what you want to do. What do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, the art one's good and then the food is good. What about like for a little turn up?
Shoreditch is a good place to turn up as well.
Is it like a Williamsburg kind of vibe or?
It's getting there, but I don't think it's as gentrified as Williamsburg.
Good. Okay.
Yet. But then there's loads of places like if you want to go, depending on what music you want to hear, you can go to Brixton. You can go, if you want a house party, go to Streatham. Like I'm from South, so I did like a lot of what I know is in South London. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different places. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Mm. What's the last book you read? Because I read a lot of books, and so I'm just interested.
The last book I read was, this is so bad, I don't read that much.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little poetry book. Yeah, that was the last book.
Can you cook?
Can I cook? For like, to survive, yeah, I can cook. I can cook.
But you ain't
survive.
cooking no dinner for your parents or for Thanksgiving. We can't come to your house or Christmas.
Don't come to my house.
What's your go-to signature if you got to cook for somebody and like, okay, let me pull out.
Look at her. She's out.
Let me pull out the stuff.
See?
You're gonna be hungry. You're gonna be hungry. I don't have a signature dish. I don't have a signature dish.
You know what I like? You always just seem so relaxed. You know, you could do your show in shorts or you could do your show dressed up or just like however you feel. Mm-hmm. And that's what I really like about you because I think you came to a part. What was the concert she came when we saw?
Our Spring Fest with Janae.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it because you're very confident in who you are. And you can tell it by the way you do your show and the way your whole essence.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
We're super fans. 97.9 The Box. It's Ella May with the Mad Hatter Morning Show.